Annyeonghaseyo, welcome to the Land of Korean Cinema. Today I want to shine some light on a movie which I think not many people know about, but they probably should. Let's talk about The Day, or Haru. The movie stars Kim Myung-min, Byung from Mr. Sunshine, and one of my favorite Korean actors, Jae-myung. Kim Myung-min plays a doctor who gets home from overseas. He's about to pick up her daughter on the way home, but she dies in an accident basically right in front of his eyes. Before he can do anything, he wakes up on the same plane he got off from, and the whole day starts all over again. So the basic concept is Groundhog Day. I wonder how many younger people actually know that movie. What I want to say is that the concept in itself is not nearly original, but the movie has a few tricks up its sleeve. First off, this is a pretty sad, depressing thriller, but underneath all the desperation and the tension there is a pretty serious, emotional drama buried in here. And that's one of the reasons why this movie works so well. This is a small-scale movie, most likely made on a tight budget. It doesn't draw you in by its amazing visuals or its grand story. It draws you in by making you understand the main characters and their situations very quickly. The circumstances make you empathize with them immediately, so everything that happens gets magnified tenfold because you're with the characters right from the start. And since this is a smaller scale movie, it doesn't overstay its welcome. It's only 90 minutes and the pacing is immaculate almost the whole time through. The movie barely wastes any time, and I also really enjoyed how information was given to us. In the beginning we know enough to get interested, but then things get more and more interesting, especially in the second act. I also love the transition between the first and the second act. There's a fantastic slow-mo scene. I'm usually not a big fan of slow-mo, but this, well, it's horrific, but the way it's filmed, the impact that it has in the movie is incredible. Basically, the whole first act is a build-up to that scene. Probably my favorite scene in the movie. And that's when it gets really interesting. I don't think I've ever seen a movie like this, where there are more people experiencing this whole "the day keeps repeating" thing. But Kim Myung-min's character is not the only one. I thought it was a very clever take on the basic concept. And as it turns out, there's a bit more to the whole story than you might think. I'm not gonna lie, at first I thought the characterization in this film was just okay. But later, as things are unfolding, we are presented with people who are, on one hand, very easy to judge. On the other hand, it's impossible to judge them. They make you ask yourself, what would I do if I were them? On the surface, you can say that there are good and bad people in this movie, but that line gets really blurry. And I really like that. But really, it's the three main actors who carry the whole movie on their shoulders. I especially enjoyed Byung's performance. He was fantastic in Mr. Sunshine as well, and once again, he's really good here. Really good. And although I didn't think that Kim Myung-min was always a strong enough presence as the main character, he does have a lot of really great moments in the film as well. And Jae-myung too, of course. But that's one of the problems also. I wanted to see a lot more of Jae-myung. Such a fantastic actor, but he always gets smaller roles in movies. If you wanna see him really shine, go watch the drama Itaewon Class. I think he deserves a lot more recognition and a lot more screen time. And as I said, sometimes Kim Myung-min is a bit lacking in charisma as far as lead characters go. Also, there are a few minutes in the second act where the movie stalls a little bit. The script has such a great flow to it, but there are some minutes where the movie doesn't seem to know where to go. And quite frankly, it gets a little boring. Only for a few minutes though. And lastly, I found the cinematography to be pretty average. I mean, it's understandable budget and all, but aside from the slow-mo shot, nothing really sticks out. The movie doesn't have a style visually. Well, I do like the color grading, but that's it. But these small complaints should not let you stop from checking out this film. The actors are doing a great job, and I really like the little twist the movie did with this type of concept. And just the emotional weight, the level of desperation and sadness in this movie really comes across. Oh, and I really enjoyed the character arcs too. So if you're a fan of thrillers, if you're intrigued by movies where the day keeps repeating, look no further, check out A Day. This movie is a great example that you can make a good movie with a tight budget if you can fill your movie with quality substance. I'm gonna give A Day 85%. It's short, it's to the point, and it's effective. Recommended. 여러분, 오늘 여기까지만 해요. 영상 봐주셔서 감사합니다. 이 영상 좋아하시면 구독과 좋아요 잘 부탁드립니다. See you very soon. 다음 시간에 만나요, 여러분. 안녕히 계세요.